MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Atlanta Braves and the Colorado Rockies. The Braves are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. John Gray gets the start for Colorado in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Raimel Tapia, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First delivery to him on the way. Left field and deep. Back on it is the left fielder at the track, into the bleachers, and gone. So it's a solo shot on the very first pitch of the ball game. 6th home run on the season for him, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
You talk about starting a game off quick. We couldn't even get the lineup cards in yet, and this guy's already going deep.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. These Rockies guys, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of it.
And that is through into center field, a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in standing. To the plate now, Jorge Polanco. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now, and gone. Home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 16 for him on the year as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Lourdes Gurriel. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matty, how about Andrew Benintendi? He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Marte is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Now at the plate, Michael Chavis. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Braves. Germán Márquez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
Now here's the pitch. Starling Marte is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Man, you could tell by the sound of that one off the bat, that was going a long way.
Here's Nolan Arenado, and he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Now here's the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. Coming into this game, he's among the leaders in the NL in stolen bases, so that tells you enough about this guy's speed. But what it also tells you is he does a pretty good job of getting on base. Keep an eye on him if he gets aboard.
The average for him at 267 on the year. 25 homers and 75 RBIs. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
No balls and a strike to count. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And that'll score the runner from second as the lead is cut to 4-2 now.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy, but that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
Ryan McMahon is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Flores is off of first with 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Digging in, Manny Piña. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He's 2 for 4. He's taken him deep once. First pitch on its way.
Outside, that's a ball.
The 1-1 home is crushed to straightaway center. No doubt about this one. That ball is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Stepping in now, Márquez. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Bounce towards the second baseman. He's got it. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ronald Acuña. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
That's lifted the other way out to left. On the run is Dahl. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And it's gone into the bleachers. Ozzie Albies with a solo homer. Number 18 for him on the campaign as they open it up to 6-2 now. So now to the plate, Jorge Polanco. Fouled off. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The windup and the 0-1. And it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Going back is the left fielder. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo home run for Jorge Polanco. His second of the game, and the lead is now 7-2. Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Yency Almonte is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 3 runs already home here. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. But that'll be off the right field wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Dahl is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs.
Leading off
Leading off the inning, Brendan Rodgers, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Hit hard to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Striding in for the Rockies, Dom Nunez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Swing and a line drive. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
Now at the plate, Starling Marte. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a ball.
A ball and no strikes. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. But that'll be off the wall in right center. He pulls into second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
David Dahl to the plate now, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball, just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Lays off, 2-2 now. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 2 out here and a runner at second. Grounded weakly toward third. And the throw is high, but they just do get him by a step, as that'll end the inning. Rockies do get a run in the inning on this. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Braves to discuss his thoughts on Atlanta's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Up next for
They've
Atlanta,
gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
And that's in there. Base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
At the plate, Acuña. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. Marte is there, and he has it for the first out. The pitcher, Márquez, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Márquez sitting under 300 but not by a lot, and as pitchers go, that's really an impressive number.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
1-2 now to the Braves pitcher. Pickoff move to second, and late reactions, and they got him. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
2 out with the man at first. Now a throw over, and he's back easily. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. Striding in, Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey! No balls, 2 strikes. No, inside.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. So 1 away now in the Colorado third, and into bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackmon. And a ball 1-0.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores. High and deep to right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
No balls and 1 strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding. So it's back to the top of the order now. And striding into the plate next will be Ronald Acuña. Into the corner and slicing foul. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line to the right side. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
Hey, D-Row, there's a case of trying to sneak a piece of cheese by a guy after starting him off with back-to-back off-speed pitches, has him 0-2 and can't get that fastball by him.
Yeah, you're doing him a favor right there. You got him dead to rights, 0-2. You can expand the zone. You can go north, south, east, west, and what does he do? He leaves a fastball, a hittable fastball, and he was able to get a knock.
Yeah, it looked like the center fielder got a fairly good jump on this ball, but he just doesn't have enough hops to bring it in. And once it's by him, you know he was going to get at least a double.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gall's in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Now that.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Lourdes Gurriel. The potential second run of the inning stands at third. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 9-3 game now. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
And he takes ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 1 out and a runner on second base. Shoots this one over to first. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Ew, was that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. So that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. Jairo Diaz gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box, Manny Pena. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Blackmon going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. On Brendan Rodgers bats next. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1-1 the count. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. In now for Colorado, Dom Nunez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. 2-2 to the Colorado catcher.
Hey, it's much easier to lay off the breaking stuff when it's coming in towards you instead of when it breaks away. A good take there.
Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the 2nd out.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jairo Diaz, will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Raimel Tapia. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Standing in, Ozzie Albies, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Again, another foul ball. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Marte going back, and this will find the wall in the very deepest part of the yard. And they'll have runners at 2nd and 3rd following the 1-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2 base hits this year. And you can see that the Braves are currently tops in the NL in that department. Standing in now, Lourdes Gurriel. High in the air out to center field. Marte the catch. Now here comes the runner from 3rd. And the run is in to score from third. Two gone now in the Atlanta half of the fifth, and with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Line to the right side. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Here's Starling Marte. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Benintendi is going to have room, however, as he makes the catch in deep left center field for the first out. Standing in, Nolan Arenado. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. My word, it's off the barbecue stand out there. Nolan Arenado touches them all. Number 2.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in and looking for more, Wilmer Flores. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here. And the 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run.
Leading off to the plate.
Ready once again, Michael Chavis. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Hit hard to third, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
And that's through for a hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
At the plate now, Manny Acuña is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And the second run will score as well.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here as he took a big swing at that one. Almost got it out of here for a 3-run. blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that that hit didn't turn into something worse. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. A runner at second, nobody out. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away. Now batting, Ronald Tapia. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Ready now, Ozzie Albies. He's looking for hit number 5 in this one right here. Here's the first pitch to him. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. So far this year against Southpaws, Albies is hitting over .350 up in the high 300s.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Jorge Polanco will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he fights him off here to foul this one over toward the right side, and it'll remain 0-2. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Braves on top 15-5. Matt Strom enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Ryan McMahon now. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Fouled away. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. At the plate, Brendan Rodgers. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
Rodgers.
1 out, nobody on. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
1 strike.
Slow little grounder left side. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Now to the plate, Dom Nunez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Ready for another shot now. Lourdes Gurriel. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to center field. Marte is right there, 1 down.
The batter, the left fielder.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Blackmon. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. So here's Michael Chavis now. He's been scorching hot at the plate in this one. 4 hits, including a big fly thus far. First pitch on its way. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Drilled right back up the middle. And it's through for his 5th hit in 5 at-bats. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Stepping in now, Dansby Swanson as he rips it on the ground to second. Flores has it on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Strand 1, but you can forgive him as they still hold an enormous lead. Chase Strumpf is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 249 the average coming in. 2 home runs and 23 driven in. And there's ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. This will kick up against the wall now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Starling Marte is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And he popped him up. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Here it comes on 0-2. Clears this one over toward first. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Now back, left fielder.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that's you said it, Dero. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
Third baseman,
no mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Sets the target low here, and it misses. 1-1. None out. Runners at first and second. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Charlie Blackmon is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Wilmer Flores is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Well, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in.
Here's the 0-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said no dice.
At the plate, Brendan Rodgers. Right fielder is on the run, but he can't get to it, and this might clear the bases. Now 3 runs are in.
The catcher, number 3, Dom Nunez.
So now to the plate, Dom Nunez, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Lifted the other way out to left center. Benintendi in pursuit. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Michael Givens will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Tony Walters is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to take it is Marte for the first out. Freddie Freeman will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Freddie Freeman.
And right into the shift. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ronald Tapia. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Blackman is in his tracks now as he tucks this one away to retire the. Wilson Chamberlain is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Stepping in, Tony Walters, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. A ball and no strikes. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roy, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly, and a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Now batting, left fielder, David.
So it's a runner at first as a result of a throwing error. And digging in is the outfielder, David Dahl. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his third hit of the game.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
With runners in scoring position this season, Arenado carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. The 0-1. Here's Arenado with a drive. Well hit to left and deep. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So a big home run for him, certainly. Number 3.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Stepping into the box, Wilmer Flores. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. One and one.
Look out, 1-1.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. That's popped up. Chavis in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Another 1-2 delivery. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. They'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward right center. Marte is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting, third base.
Digging in now, Jorge Polanco. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. And this is hit hard to the right side. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Man, talk about having a good game. And like most guys, this would be a good week. Fourth hit of the game, and 2 of those D-Rose round trippers.
Yeah, he's going to have a smile on his face for a while here, Dan. These are special nights. You have to enjoy these. These don't come around often, and he is taking full advantage of it.
It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Pulls this one in the air out to left. On the run is Dahl. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Riding in once again, Andrew Benintendi. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Blackmon going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. To third now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
And this is going to split the fairway and head out toward the rock pile for extra bases. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering if his day is going to be ending soon.
To the plate now, Dansby Swanson. Flores is there. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out. Now in the box, Ryan McMahon. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. Down the left field line and deep, and no one will get this one. Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Now at the plate, Brendan Rodgers, fresh off a bases clearing double his last time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Garrett Hampson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 1.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. Nothing in 1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Catcher number 14.
That'll bring up Tony Walters, looking to put the ball in. Aaron Bummer will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game.
Aaron Bummer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Last strike now for Colorado. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
17-13 in this afternoon's game. Atlanta get their 100th victory of the season, best in the division. Not a surprise. German Márquez earns a league-high 18th win. John Gray was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over